Let's start with your reading, Pisces. Today, we are going to look into the next 6 months ahead for you in order to see what the rest of the year will look like. We're going to start with 2 cards for each month to anticipate the type of movements you should expect. And then in the second part of the video, we are going to dive deeper in all the messages to find out more details, together with looking into how your current year is going to end. Now, let's begin with your reading. All right, there is actually a very nice progression already in front of you, and we see that at the very end of the reading, at the very end of the year, you might experience a bittersweet outcome, a beautiful moment, but something to learn from at the same time. We'll get there. Now, for the main energy, the energy that you're coming into the reading with today, we see the Eight of Wands reversed. There is something here that you want to say, something that you feel the need to communicate, but that at the same time, you do not want to say. It's as if you're afraid that this is going to create one of those points of no return, something that you cannot take back, or that doesn't really leave a lot of room for interpretation. You might be afraid of hurting someone or even hurting yourself, afraid to hear what the response to your message would be, potentially not ready to handle all the possible outcomes that you might expect from this specific message. What you might not know is that there is actually a lot of love here, even if at times it doesn't feel like it. And that is the main thing, something that is already telling you you're safe, Pisces. No matter what the outcome, you are going to be safe. We'll see what this is about. Now, for the first month, we have the Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups. This is the month of July. Someone feels very disappointed here, disappointed at themselves or disappointed at the other person for how they have handled the situation potentially. There is this overall wish for things to be farther along, to be in a better place than they are right now. But you might be still wondering if the other person even cares about this, cares enough to make a move, to take a risk and be vulnerable for once. Right here, we see that there is a lot of anxiety, a lot of overthinking as well, potentially, and something right here that is overpowering you in a way that is not really making you happy. You might be trying to keep something together here, something that instead keeps falling apart, no matter what you say, no matter what you do. Something keeps getting in the way, and you are just growing tired of fixing something that the other person keeps breaking. At the end of the day, there is just so much that you can do, and there is just so much that you should do. You cannot be the only one fighting for something in a connection, in a relationship. It has to be something that the two of you do together. So there is definitely a lot that you are not aware about when it comes to the other person. And when we clarify these cards, we'll see what that's about, okay? For the month of August, 10 of Wands with the Queen of Wands. I actually like this combination because here we see this burden that it's making you feel this way, that is impacting you in ways that you really don't want it to impact you. But at the same time, right next to it, I see this fire, this bonfire, where maybe you can burn all of this and you can transform it in something that will fuel you, will motivate you. Very much needed clarity this month, especially with that Queen of Wands. Sometimes we feel we cannot let go of something or someone, And we also feel that it's always going to be like that. It will never change because at that moment, potentially, we already have enough reasons why to move on and not to care about the other person. Yet, we cannot do that. But we often forget about how important time is in these type of situations. And that's what I'm seeing here. By this month, you're going to start feeling very different about that previous situation, about that person, about yourself, and also about life in general. You're starting to feel as though there is nothing that you can do here, no matter how much love you might have for them. You might be saying, I still love this person, but now you're adding, and so what? The truth is that you can miss someone and not wanting them back at the same time. And right now, I see you not so sure about the fact that you want this person back. You are shifting your focus on you, disappointed at how they are handling the situation, turned off by it, and ready to walk away for real this time. But right when you're walking away, you do have a surprise coming with this Queen of Wands. We'll see what it is, but I don't think that this person is going to behave in a way that you are expecting right now. They're going to do something, and we'll see what that is. For the month of September, we have the Knight of Cups with the Fool. I can definitely tell that whatever surprise is coming in this previous month is going to have a big impact on you, very big, but not yet. I see it starting something that will actually show up later. But for now, I see you feeling free over here, feeling ready to explore what's out there in the world, ready to put yourself out there again with this Fool card, without always living with this burden given by the previous situation. You're starting to stand up straight again, not feeling always connected or dependent to what this person is going to say, to what they're going to do, not feeling the need to check on them anymore, or the need to check on your phone for notifications from them. This is going to be a very exciting time. I see it right here with the Nine of Cups. Love is coming back into your life from external sources, one in particular that will really make you happy, but also love for yourself right here. And this is you creating the foundation for a very happy chapter of your life, and I see it right here forming around you. We'll see what surprises that you should expect this month as soon as we clarify. Now, we have for the month of October the Tower and the Six of Cups. Another surprise. I mean, I don't do this on purpose. I'm just reading the cards. But right here, I keep seeing that each month ahead has something that you were not expecting, at least so far. And right here with the Tower, obviously, we see something that you did not see coming, but something that has to happen at this moment in time. Overall, something or someone is showing up again in your life over here. Something that might even go farther in the past, farther than this Five of Cups situation we were talking about. And there is something very magical about this incoming energy, I have to say. It's as if this is coming in at the perfect time, at a time in which the both of you have grown and let go of all the things that created issues in the past. This could be a romantic type of situation, or even a job opportunity, a career move, a life move that did not work out the first time around. Be ready this month to reevaluate situations that in the past brought struggle and failure, ready to potentially give it another shot and end up very surprised at how beautiful and successful things can turn out, even when in the past they made you struggle. This is actually going to be really interesting to clarify, to see what you should expect for this month. Now, next we have November. I'm loving this transition over here because now we're starting to see Pentacles. We're starting to see how the Six of Cups, this past energy coming back into your life, is actually motivating you, inspiring you, and creating a very beautiful dynamic here that perhaps you were not expecting. You seem to be very busy at this time, very busy exploring options, opportunities. You're coming from a time in which very little was happening around you, a time in which you've often felt the need to settle because you thought potentially that you couldn't afford more, at least some of you. Now, instead, you have people fighting for you, opportunities that really look pretty good, and it's going to be important for you right now to think long term. That is absolutely important right now, especially with all these pentacles energy showing up here for you. Expect to be presented with choice to make, decisions to make. And it's not always going to be easy because at times you'll feel your heart telling you one thing and your mind telling you the other. But this is definitely going to create the foundation for everything that will come afterwards. There is going to be one in particular conversation that will be the main example of the energy surrounding you this month. An opportunity that looks good, but you're not sure about it. And that is really going to be important to look into. We'll see when we clarify. For the month of December, I mean, I love the sun over here because at the end of it all, no matter how you're starting the reading with that Nine of Swords energy, not easy to handle, you are going to end up in a happy place. Nothing makes me happier than giving a good message at the end of a reading, especially if it started heavy with a lot of struggle. There is something this month that is making you happy. It's making you extremely happy. It's as if everything that made you want to give up in the past, now it has dissolved. And what's left behind is your strength for never having given up. You proud of yourself, enjoying some sort of reward, beautiful news, beautiful outcome that will really end the year with fireworks. Sometimes things are just meant to work out, and we feel that if they haven't worked out in the past, they never will. But timing is everything, as we were saying earlier, and this is the time for you to really experience this. Time is a lie, actually. Time is something that we created ourselves, and in the universe, it really has no meaning. Be open to what's coming in. Don't be afraid of it. I see right here with the Queen of Swords that either you or someone around you is trying to detach a little bit from the sun energy. And this is the bitter part of the situation. I see someone being very cold, trying to be distant, trying to not let themselves potentially believe in this too much. And this could be a challenge. This could actually impact how this energy is going to evolve in the next few months to come. We'll have to look into it when we clarify. But overall, I am really happy for you, Pisces, because at the end of the day, the main thing that we see here is that you are coming out of this stagnation, of this heavy energy that you found yourself in. And do you know who you have to thank for that? Yourself. You only. So, very important few energies coming your way in the next few months. Let's now look deeper into them to find out more details, to see how you should prepare for them and where they're going to take you, not only in the next few months, but also in the next year. This is all I have for the first part of the video, Pisces. If you want to dive deeper into the messages with me, make sure to follow me in the extended video link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free, personal, live, 45-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning and every Wednesday morning to confirm. Please make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Pisces. We have seen at the beginning of the reading that there is a lot of blocked energy, a lot of things that you wanted to say, a lot of things that you want to do, that you want to prove to the other person, but also to yourself. But at this moment in time, at least, all of this is blocked by indecision and fear, potentially. No matter what we see here, we have seen with these few messages that something beautiful is actually coming your way, and that you are going to get out of this energy once for all. I see surprises. I see things that potentially right now you're not expecting, but that you will welcome with open arms. I can tell that. Eventually, we see the sun at the very end of the reading, and we'll see what that is going to mean for the month of December, but also for the beginning of next year. Let's start clarifying, and let's begin with the month of July with the Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups. Oh my God, the Eight of Wands right now coming up upright. This is actually a very good sign. So expect for this energy to get unblocked sooner than you think. And the rest with the King of Wands and the Six of Pentacles looks already very promising. The first surprise ahead is right here in front of you. And what we see is that